Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
Hello, my sister. So I'm hoping as I'm walking outside here, because it is just beautiful here in Victoria, BC, where I live. Maybe you can hear the birds. I can definitely hear a lawnmower. If you hear that, it was a little windy when I record an episode. So as I was I don't listen to the whole episode, but as I was publishing it, I was like, oh shit, it's a little sketchy. So my bad. From a recent episode, a little windy, but today seems to be a bit calmer. So here we go. You are not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. I finished reading the book A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. Highly recommend it. I've never read it. I mentioned a recent episode that I started to read it when it came out. I think I got the book maybe in 06 or something like that. And I can see where I left off at chapter 3, and then I just stopped. And I remember I also read The Power of Now, similar at that time, where I just really wasn't ready for the message. Not like I was now, because I consumed this thing like a mofo, like just the most, Oprah talks about, they're doing also, follow Oprah's Super Soul Sunday podcast, it's the one with the green podcast art on it, that they did a whole thing where her and Eckhart every week discussed the chapters, 10 chapters, so it was over 10 weeks. Big thing, a lot of people were part of this. It's kind of like when they did that meditation thing with Deepak Chopra and her. And so as I'm listening to that as well too, which is kind of really interesting to hear the breakdown of the chapters. I'm still making my way through that. I just finished the book yesterday. But we talk about this, that we are not our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. We are the awareness of our thoughts. But yet we think that we're our thoughts. Thoughts are just really thoughts. If you've read Byron Katie's book, Loving What Is, inquiring things like this, right? That we'll think that these thoughts are real. We'll actually examine it. We'll take a look and inquire and say, is this true? So I talked about her a lot of earlier episodes of this podcast. How valuable her work is. You can definitely go grab her book, Loving What Is. It is fucking life-changing. But this is like another layer of it. And just understanding that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness of your thoughts. But yet, attached to them, right? What are some of the thoughts that ego often tells us, right? I'm stupid. I'm a piece of shit. I'm worthless. I don't know what I'm doing. I should not be doing this thing. I always know good things don't happen. Whatever the tip is that runs through your head that ego plays for you nonstop. I know. Me too some days. It's simply thoughts, and they are not real. It's not your fucking thoughts. It can be the awareness of your thoughts, which is, hey, there's that thing coming in again. Right, I'm a piece of shit. That one. Okay, well, it's not. It's the emotion that comes up with it. Oh, I don't feel good. I don't feel that. Okay, let me just feel into that. Let me just feel that, but not attached to that thought. And then just let it go. Now it sounds so easy, right? I don't mean to make it sound so trite and somehow it's just this easy thing. No, it's just a thought, like it's a cloud moving thought, and then there you go, right? Because there's programming that we're running. Do you realize your subconscious mind is about 90-95% of your thoughts and the things you do and your actions and your words and your behavior, all of it. It's subconscious. You're not even aware that you're running a program that was taught to you growing up as a kid. Your childhood wounds that have not been healed, and you just repeat the pattern over and over and over. And it'll keep perpetuating with your own kids unless you take the time to clean your shit. Heal through these things. Really do the work, which is not easy. Nobody wants to do it. It's painful. Face this stuff. Be responsible for your actions. Understand a lot of this stuff. Start with you. You're not your thoughts. You're the awareness of your thoughts. I think driving, I grab my phone, I'm like, because I'll talk to Siri, I'm like, Siri, add to this notes section, and then I'll have a podcast about it later. But it was something kind of like, you are not the thoughts, you are the awareness of your thoughts disguised as a human being. Not fun, eh? You are not your thoughts, you are the awareness of your thoughts disguised as a human being. And interesting, when I gave the examples before, right? All of them were I am. No, that's not who you are. Those are your thoughts. That is ego, which wants you to play small, which is also fear, which is also your mind. It's not real. They're thoughts. They're thoughts. Listen, just even think of this from this standpoint, sister. I know you've had times that you haven't thought about something, you go, oh my God, and you start to either you go to the past, you run into the future, right? Present is where we're designed to be. I'm with you right now, present, speaking to you. You want to know why so many of you will come to me and send me a message and email me, or you'll meet in person or event or something like that and say, it's like you're in my brain, like how do you speak to me? What? It feels like you're talking directly to me. Present. Because I'm allowing whatever needs to come. I'm allowing whatever needs to come through me to come through me to speak this to you. I'm not a magician. Everybody has some, we all have intuition. And I had a good friend of mine say the other day, like, everybody's psychic. It's just expressed in different ways, right? We're all tapped in at some level. As long as you're willing to stop the numbing behaviors and be conscious and begin to wake up and begin to do things and begin to do this work. But the reason it feels that way is because you're present. So listen, I basically have a topic. I'll go, here's what I'm talking about, and I'll just start talking. I've been doing this for a long time now. The podcast has been out for 3.5 years. I had another podcast previous to that called Market 41 for a little bit over a year. Chiropractor practice for 14 years, speaking all the time. So yes, there's been some years of experience, and I'll say this without ego, wisdom that's come along with this. And I turned 50 in about a month and a half. There's been some times, there's been some repetition, some roots to this, right? But I just trust whatever needs to come through me comes through me. The same thing happens when I coach. Really. It'll be like a structure, or here's where we're going to go, and then it's like, then we go. Then we go wherever it needs to go. But this is why it feels that way to you. You're not your thoughts. You're the awareness of thoughts disguised as a human being. Because see, if we can come from that standpoint, sister, and just go, oh, there's that thought again, versus going, oh yeah, I am a piece of shit. Thank you, ego, I forgot about that. I was actually feeling good about myself. But yeah, you're right. I am worthless. I am not enough. All these things. Or you can recognize and realize when those things come up. And the way that happens is by being present. Present. Breathing in my body. Feeling into things. Not doing a million things at once. One. You know that there's no such thing as multitasking, right? You get that? It's just you doing a bunch of things shitty. Thinking that you multitask. There's no such thing. Kind of studies, like you can't do it. Your brain's not able to do that. Just like looks like it, but you're not. Be present. So it can be simple things, There's a lot of shit going on in my life right now. So right now I'm with you here, walking outside, beautiful spring day in Victoria, BC, Canada. Ocean to my right, lapping up onto the shore, hearing the birds, breathing this beautiful air, speaking to you, present. There are ways that you can actually, just take a few moments throughout the day. Listen, set your phone for, every couple hours and just be like, how, at least I only know an iPhone, so I'm sure in other smartphones you can do this too, but put a little text message. Every couple hours you just go, take a breath. And that's going to come up to and remind you, be present. Get back to center. There's times that we have to be thinking of like stuff that's coming up, and you can still have that awareness of what's coming up in your day, in your week, in your month, in your year, and whatever. but you don't live that. And so here's something interesting as well too that I heard Eckhart Tolle talk about. There's only ever the present now moment. Because even if right now in this moment, you're thinking about something in the future, or you're stressing about something that happened in the past, it's in this moment, right? It's in the present moment. There's only now. There's only now. There is only this present moment right now. So being able to have the awareness of, oh, right, there's that thought coming in again. It's kind of like this, right? You know this if you have children. If not, you've experienced this, but, you know, kids sometimes freak out. They can have temper tantrums. They can just lose their mind over stuff where you're like, what? Okay, so you forgot Rainbow Dash, and now this is the worst day of your life? Really? You're 5. How it, right? We do all that logic stuff, and it's like, doesn't matter, right? They're losing their mind. They can't even see straight. Like anybody else who's angry or sad or in that kind of sympathetic state, right? And then there's times as a parent that you take a look and you're like, you try to do the rational, logical talking to them, and you go, wait a second, what am I doing? And it's almost like suddenly you have this awareness that what's happening right now for that child has nothing to do with what they're saying. And you go, you look at them and you go, oh, God, my little dude looks so tired. I bet he didn't sleep well last night. Ooh, he's kind of hungry. Oh, he's kind of had a little bit of an upset tummy. He's just not really himself, right? And you go, oh, that's what that is. And so you have this awareness suddenly that the meltdown, the temper tantrum, is not your child. It's just the response to what's happening inside of them, right? It's like, that's just the result of the lack of sleep. That's the result of, you know, them being off of routine. That's the result of they're now hungry or hangry, right? So we can take that same concept and really just step back from ourselves and just be like, wait a second. Hold on here, ego. Just pump the brakes for a moment. Yeah, worthless piece of shit? No, thank you for your feedback, but I'm actually this. I am competent. I am worthy. I do matter. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am calm, I'm aware, I'm present, and ego, thank you again for your feedback, but that is just a thought. See, ego shrinks in presence. Ego loves being in the past, being in the future. Ego is a little motherfucker, right? This is how this rolls. So if you just start to have a daily practice where you practice this, right? Because in our society in North America, this whole thing of being present, although this is a real, you know, the movement of becoming conscious and aware and awake and have these spiritual awakenings is really beginning to gain momentum. And you're going to hear me talking more about this in the 112 more message. You know, the point of, I even thought of like, I should just change the podcast or start up a new one. It's like, no, there's still a lot of you here. I'm going to still speak to you here. It's just the message is going to change. As we do need to change, as we do need to wake up, as we do need to evolve. It's not about the 7 steps to get shit. That doesn't matter. What matters are these conversations. So having a daily practice where you are present, it could be meditation, it could be something simple like I mentioned, like you just set your phone. Meditation, by the way, is closing your eyes and breathing. Being still. Now, some people kind of say active meditation and walking meditation, and like I get it, you can be present, but just be still, right? Awareness of that can be journaling each day. Something where you're looking inside. And I know for a lot of you, this is incredibly uncomfortable. You don't want to do that. We place so much merit in our world on the intelligence, quote unquote intelligence we think that is inside of our brains, and we turn off the intelligence that is inside of our heart. We ignore that intelligence, that intuition, that spiritual GPS, that guidance that is inside all of us. And we go, no, my mind knows better. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You just think it does. Ego just wants you to believe that so you can stay in the grips of that. Play small, hold back, scarcity. Like being under the thumb of ego. But yet, when you become present, when you start to realize that you are not your thoughts, but you can become aware that these are your thoughts, Your awareness of your thoughts disguised as a human being. And you become present as a daily practice to be able to see that. Ego doesn't stand much of a chance. You basically starve ego in presence. Now, are you still going to have thoughts if I'm a piece of shit? I'm not. Of course. This is not a linear path. It's up and down. It's up and, again, practice especially. I catch myself going to places, allowing myself to feel those emotions. But what you'll notice is that as you feel the things that come up with this, and you release it, cry, scream, I don't know, whatever you need to do. Go punch something, yell at someone, you release this. And you just allow the emotion to flow through. You don't label it, you don't like snowball it into this, something else. I would do that at first over this past year. And then when I realized it was less and less and less, the feelings would still come up, the thoughts would still come up. I would have an emotion attached to it, sad, lonely, angry, whatever it may be. And then I would just allow myself to feel it. It's really uncomfortable because we often want to stop it, right? We want to think positive. Don't allow ourselves to actually feel that feeling, but if you allow yourself to lean in and embrace that feeling, it moves through like a wave. And it's going to hurt as it does. It's not going to feel good. You want to do things to stop it. These exercises out there. Let me just go punch a box. Let me just go push myself so hard. Let me literally punish myself with physical exercises the way I would see it at times. Right? I'm going to somehow I'm going to exercise or exorcise the demons out of you, the bad thoughts that, Whereas there's so much truth. What you resist does persist. If you simply just allow yourself to feel that emotion and flow through it, you're going to know it's less and less and less time that it takes to move through that. But you're going to have this come up, thought comes in, right there's that thought. Ooh, it's tagging me right there. I know it's ego, but this is coming up for a reason for me to see and feel something and to get it out. I feel angry. I'm going to scream it out. I feel upset and sad. I'm going to cry. I'm going to let this move through me. I'm not going to put any labels onto what this means. I'm simply going to allow it to flow through me. And like that way, it moves on out. But then you realize and you start to trust that, man, everything is so connected. Everything, even the thoughts I'm having. Oh, I shouldn't have these thoughts. Well, you are having the thoughts. And so, Byron Katie talks about if you argue with reality, you'll ultimately suffering by not accepting what is. And the what is I'm having this thought right now. The what is I'm having this feeling right now. You are not your thoughts. So, here's your more tip to today. Understanding that for you to have the awareness of your thoughts is that you need to start to be present. And so let's do this. This is a simple meditation. We can go to meditation, journaling, but talk about that lots, and you can do that. Maybe you're already doing that, right? Maybe this is something that's just a really good reminder of how important it is to be present. That there only is this moment, ever. This is not something that's cool to say. This is fact. It's just this moment, and then it's this one, and then it's this one. But you have a phone. Everybody has a phone. The planet Earth, pretty much, in North America. And you're going to 5 times throughout the day. I don't care what time it is. Pick a time. And put, a little message you can put into it. And maybe it's just, you don't even have to put a reminder of something, right? But I'll tell you ones that I have done are things like, what would love do? What would peace do? Breathe. Be still. Take a breath. Breathe 3 times. Be present. How about just something like that? Be present. Present. A reminder. Because right now it's going to be difficult for you. Your head will want to take over. Your ego will want to run the show. It has been running the show. So just be like, present in this moment. And take some practice. Okay? Here's your more tip. Now, finishing up a couple things. Number 1, for the month of April, which we're right now as I record this podcast, there's so much spring cleaning that's happening, right? Spring cleaning, people spring cleaning or, doing spring stuff with their gardens and washing windows and organizing and decluttering, all that kind of stuff. Well, how about we also take a look at the inside out cleaning, right? Our mindset, things like these conversations. And so each week in the month of April, I'm going to be having different opportunities for you to do something for yourself, to invest in yourself, to begin to really do this work. And this week is your chance to get one of the remaining Women Wanting More limited edition journals. So I've shipped out almost 600 of them for free. Take care of a little bit of shipping. I do all the rest. I'm sending some extra bonus swag in there as well too. Women Wanting More swag. So to get one of the last ones, I want you to go to drkarenosborn.com. So drkarenosborn.com/free journal. And I will send that to you within a week or ship it out within a week. Depends on where you live as far as how it gets to you, but you will get it soon. So drkarenosborn.com/free journal. And then keep listening in. There'll be different ones each week. I'm going to also encourage you to make sure to subscribe to the Women Wanting More newsletter so that you can get on the list, because I'll be talking about the newsletter as well too, and that's over at drkarenosborn.com/action. So I will talk to the next episode, sister. A life of more is one step away of realizing that you are not your thoughts every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborn.com/newsletter.